Hey guys, doing another box opening of the now starter deck 10 of the One Piece. It's a 3 captains deck here. Comes with 3 leaders, which is really cool. And here's back here. Comes with some nice content, some nice stuff here. Alright. Do this because I don't want to ruin the boxes, but pretty sure I've already ruined this one here. It's alright. Here we go. Inside comes with a deck box. So that's the deck box. It's a Luffy, the starter deck cards, and the starter deck leaders rather. On the back, it's just one piece. I think it's quite nice little thing. Open it up, and there's a little block there, and then there's cards on the inside. This block's got nothing inside it, just empty. But here come the leaders. Okay, inside here comes with a little divider. You can divide your dons, but I'll put that to the side. Here comes the first leader, which is Law, and the foiling on this Law is actually so cool. As you can see the effect there. Activate main once per turn, -3 done. Place up to one of your opponent's characters of 3000 power or less to the bottom of its owner's deck, and play up to one character with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. It's actually a really crazy deck, and you never really go beyond 7 done, because you're always just minusing power, negging stuff, and putting cards on top. So we'll look at the leaders first. So I already had a look at this one. Put it to the side here. And now we'll look at the Luffy card. Yeah, look at that foiling. You can read that effect there yourself. It's if you have 0 done or 8 or more, then you can ramp. He's the only 3 life leader at this moment. But look at that foiling. It's actually so nice. Crazy. And then here's the last one, which I think is the weakest out of all of them. I think in English, Luffy is kind of bad as well, because you don't have all the rad beams and the 9-cost Whitebeards. But you know, here comes Kid, who's 5k leader. If you have 4 life or more, then you have neg 1000 power, so it's a 4000 leader. So then once you go down to 3, then you have your normal amount. Then here it's when attacking -1, you get plus 2000 during this turn. If it was plus 2000 for like 2 turns, that'd be crazy. Like until your next turn, that would be insane. But I guess they've got to scale it somehow. Here you comes with 2 Luffys that are 10 cost and 10 done. 11,000 power, and he has rush, and once per turn when your opponent activates a blocker, you can KO a character with 8,000 once. It's super annoying, especially with a deck that plays lots of blockers, because then they're just killing those blockers. So annoying. I versed it with a green purple Dofi, and Luffy's within that range, which is really annoying. Here's Law, the 4 cost 5,000 power. He's a blocker. On play -1 don. If your opponent has 7 or more cards, they trash 2 of those cards. It's crazy, because this is your turn 2. What you can do is you swing, and that person, normally you take the first card free, and then you just play it until they ditch 2 cards. So I always try to make sure that I sit on 6 to 5 cards all the time, especially early. But late game you kind of don't want to play around it, but early game you want to play around it. Just, you know, the first 2 turns, maybe 3 turns, you want to play around it. 7 cost Kid, 7 cost, 8,000 power. On play and when attacking, you can -1 done, and then your leader can gain 1000 power till your next turn. So it's really great with the Luffy, because then you go up to a 7,000 power leader for your turn. So it's kind of crazy. Here, now you get a playset of Zoros. This playset of Zoros looks so nice. It's not as good as the alt art from OPO1, but it is much better than the normal art. And you can see the sort of foiling there. The foiling is actually so nice on all of them. Look at that. Imagine playing all these. But obviously, if it was better than the alt art from OP01, then people would have a bit of a stink about that one. So you guys know what this card does. The Namis as well. They definitely look better than the normal art there. But they're not as cool as the alts. But they are definitely a nice variant of the Nami card. Look at that foiling. Look at the textures on that foiling. It's really cool. Be good once she's unbanned in English, so you can play her. Here comes the Sanjis. You get a play set of these Sanjis. I haven't seen them in many deck lists, so it's a new card. So on play, if your opponent has a character with 5,000 power or less, or more, sorry, it gains Rush during this turn. So 6/6 is kind of weak, especially when you can get 6 for 8s, and then like sure enough it has Rush, which is kind of cool when it has counter, but yeah, it seems like a bit of an underpower card, well, in my opinion. Put this over here, and then these cards are definitely going in my purple decks I'm making. So you only get a 2 of, this is interesting, 2 of Jinbei. And Jinbei is a 2k, and 1 done, give to your opponent's characters neg 2,000 during this turn. So it probably works well with the lore, because it's like a small version of the Brook, and you can tuck 5,000 power characters. Then you should get a playset of Killers. So 5 cost, 6,000 power. So again, that's cheaper already. Your turn, once per turn. When a Don on your field is returned to the Don, then you can KO your opponent's rested character with a cost of 3 or less. So there's a bit of a restriction there, so you can't just pop off. And that's probably in consideration to the lore deck, because if it was non-rested, then this card would be crazy into lore, because then into the red-green lore, because then you just go crazy. Sachi and Penguin, a 4 cost 5,000 power with a 2k. If you have 3 or less Don, then you can add up to 2 Don. So this is really fun with the lore deck, where you can neg Don to go to 3, and then you can bring 2 back on there, so you're back up to 5 essentially. It's a great combo piece in that lore deck, because you can play it for free. Here comes the John Bart, okay, the slave that lore picked up. On play, you can rest 1 Don, and you can add an active Don from your Don deck to set it as active. So it's your 5 Don play, then you go up to 6 Don, and then turn after, then you're up to 8 Don. So it's a solid card. Definitely see lots of play. Not much to say about it. Here, the Heat. He's a cool dude. I think he's dead now. Sorry, mega spoilers. So when you're on your turn, when you minus a Don, he gains 2,000 until the next turn, so he turns into a 6k. I've seen him played. I don't think he's all that good, but I mean, I've only played 1 week of this starter deck in sort of rotation. Beppo, crazy card on play, and when you're attacking, if your opponent has more Don, then you just ramp it on. It's actually a very solid card, very good card. Wire, I didn't even realise this guy had a name. He's a blocker, 3 cost, 3,000 power with counter. Once per turn, when a Don card is returned to your battlefield, or to your Don deck, sorry, draw and trash. So it's a good filtering card. Whether you want to play a 3 cost blocker is a different story. You get 2 Gum Gum Giant Sumos, 1 up to your leader gets 2,000 power, and you can KO a character that's 2,000 power or less. It's a counter, so it's really only used against blockers, and maybe like a chopper or something. Gum Gum, Kong Gatling, KO a character 7,000 power or less. That's okay. I don't know how I feel. Like, obviously it's 1 Don more for 1 more power than Jet Pistol, so maybe it's relevant. But I don't know many cards at 7,000 power that are real pests. The 7,000 power cards I can think of is the 7 cost Luffy from green and the Sakazuki, because those are the colours I play. but I can't really think of anything else. And then the last card here is the Punk V's buys 3 cost for rest one of your opponent's characters with 2 cost or less, and then ramp 1 Don and arrest it. So it's a pretty average card. I wouldn't play this at all, but it's nice foiling. Let's see, and then sorry, like last, here are the nice Dons here. You get a set of 10 Dons. These are going to be my drafting Dons probably, my sealed Dons. Looks super nice, and I've got another one in my folder for display purposes. But there's the deck. I'm definitely excited to play these 2 leaders while we wait for set 5. And another look at these. Look at that foiling. Look at that beautiful foiling on these cards. It's actually such nice, and I can't wait for Bandai to release more decks that are all foil, because these are very beautiful cards. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.